What's good, y'all? It's Coffee. Tapping back in with the news, y'all. Flock with me. Hit them buttons. Let's talk. But let's get right into it. The viral internet sensation, Cmac, who got bagged, got locked up right when things were really starting to kick up to that next level for him. He had just did the no jumper interview. And then next thing we know, there was that viral video where he was getting arrested. Police had him at gunpoint. And that was a few months ago. We hadn't heard much about him since he'd been away. But he's back. And, Adam22 had him right back on No Jumper. And Adam was really feeling himself. And he should. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to diss him when I say that. But he made it abundantly clear, when they were talking about how's things going. Are you getting back to business? Everything that you had lined up, all the work you were doing. And, it was talking about his popularity. But Adam mentioned multiple times, like, yo, that No Jumper interview, man, that really did it for you. That really took you to the next level. And even went as far as to call it a hood classic, which I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not dissing Adam or anything like that. Adam was just really feeling himself. I never really seen him act that way as far as patting himself on the back to that extent. But anyways, hit the comments if y'all seen the interview. Cmac basically told him, he was on paper already and didn't really check in the way he was supposed to with his PO or whatever, and he ended up getting pulled over, had some heat on him, got locked up, and because of being on paper, he had a detainer where he couldn't get bailed out, but he's home now. And he was given the rundown of how things went when he was back behind the wall. Apparently, he was running crazy fades, which was something we had already anticipated as fans, whether you're a street individual or not. In C-Mac's interview, he talked about the gang culture and the life that he lived and let it be known, when you get locked up, the amount of fades you got to run. And he said there was no shortage of fades this time around, and even, I guess, had a tooth missing. So he's back to business, though, apparently working with Deshaun Jackson, who, if you guys remember, Deshaun and Nip were very, very close. He was at a lot of Nip shows. Deshaun is a native of the West Coast. And it seems, he even has some new music, too. He was doing music while he was locked up, writing songs and whatnot. I guess he's got a new song about to premiere. And hit the comments, y'all. Let me know if you guys seen the interview. Like I said, let me know if y'all think he can get back to where he was as far as the momentum. Do you think he lost any momentum being away a couple months? There were some definitely pausable moments, if y'all feel me. You know how Adam says some bugged out ish sometimes. Like, there were some pausable moments and some odd questions he was asking him too about the cat. But I know Adam hits with different types of comedy and everything, but it got a little bugged out, man. It got a little bugged out where I felt like Adam was kind of trying to stir the pot a little bit. I don't know, because Adam was just talking to C-Mac right before he said what I'm about to let y'all know. Right before he said that, what I'm about to say, he had just mentioned how he appreciated C-Mac not really dissing hoods and things like that during the podcast, because he didn't want other people that come on to feel like there's favoritism or just, get himself in some shit with the No Jumper brand. And right after he says that, he goes and asks him, yo, do you know MILK74? Do you know Milk? And come on, we know Adam from things he says, the interviews he does and everything. We know Adam is well aware of all the content creators out there, especially in the lane that we're talking about right now. And he knows damn well Milk and C-Mac had some problems. Like, you ain't gonna convince me that Adam hadn't heard the things Milk said about Adam and the things that, Milk said and C-Mac said going back and forth at each other. There's just no way. I'm not buying it. Like when Pino was on there, he was all up on the issues they had, Milk and Pino. And Milk had said that he felt Adam was kind of trying to, because Milk had a really good popular interview and C-Mac had been doing his thing, so it was only natural to have him on next. But Milk felt like he was kind of, and then Pino, he said he kind of felt like Adam was putting people that he had issues with on the platform to kind of build off that controversy momentum. And it's definitely what he was doing here. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way he didn't know about that. And, you know, Cmac didn't really go in and talk his ish too much. He said a couple things or whatever, but it just kind of like, tap in and comment, y'all, if you guys peeped that Adam was definitely stirring the pot. Right after he just said about not dissing hoods, he mentions Milk. That seemed kind of funny style to me. And listen, as we're talking about Milk, and you know, on this channel we've been talking about the wicked one, the you know, the individual with the real foul charges, real disgusting jacket that he wears. Milk helped really kick the movement to get rid of this guy. You know, he kicked it up another notch, and the wicked one's been feeling it, changing his channel name. He can't go to a lot of appearances and whatnot, but I'm hearing reports that there's a couple individuals down in Florida that are going to grant him safe haven to go put on, you know, and give him the green light to hold an event down there in South Florida. Let me know if y'all heard that as well. Tap in, comment on that. Moving along though, talking back once again about Mac of No Limit, who just came home. Long road for this guy. Hit the comments and let me know if you think that he was indeed not the one. You know, that he was not guilty. A lot of people believe he was innocent, but regardless of all that, the case was shaky. It took a long time to get him home. He's home. And just a quick update, he's got a 9 to 6 curfew, and he's got to go do 6 hours a week counseling troubled youths for community service. And you know, 9 to 6, hey, that beats being behind the wall. You can accomplish a lot between those hours and when you get home. You know what I mean? It's all about that schedule and maximizing the potential of each day, keeping that routine going, having balance in life. So I hope we see some music from Mac. Let me know if y'all agree on that. You wanna hear him get back to, because dude was nice with the music. This is a long time ago, but many people consider that Shell Shocked album a classic. And, you know, as soon as he really started getting known to the masses more and more, boom, he was locked up. So he's home. Master P welcomed him home, you know, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Master P to close this video out. But if he does indeed want to do music, I hope that Master P would kind of help him get his foot back in the door. Who knows? Maybe other labels or people will want to reach out and tap in with him. He's got a big story. We know it's the music business. So someone may indeed see that as an opportunity. So tap in on that. One thing, too, I forgot to mention when speaking about Cmac, you know, I started getting on Adam stirring the pot. I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know. I thought that was funny style. But something that Adam did say that I wanted to know what you guys think about it is he was saying that Gucci would be the guy to sign Cmac, you know, based on the buzz that he's got going on right now. He was just kind of saying how Gucci has signed a lot of artists that had trouble in the streets and issues and things like that, where other labels may want to back off. Gucci will not shy away. So tap in. I almost feel like I could see that happening. You know what I mean? But listen, then we got Conway, the Machine, one of my favorites in the game, and Jim Jones. Big shout out Griselda. How can you dislike Griselda, man? Like, I'm not saying anyone does, but I just don't know how anyone can hate on Griselda. These guys, they're come up, everything they've done. But, you know, back when that list came out from B. Dot, the top 10 rapper list, Griselda dominated the list. Jim Jones was mad about where he was at, and some things started getting said. You know, this was going back a week or two where Jimmy was talking about he'll smoke anyone on the list. Conway kind of spoke up and, you know, didn't shy away, like, you don't want this work. Well, now it's going further. If y'all see the different tweets and everything, B. Dot, based on the back and forth that Jimmy and Conway were having, was like, hey, let's do like a battle. And he proposed that Boy Wonder do the DJing or whatever, you know what I mean, the honors. And Conway said, hell no. The homie Derringer, you know, who came into the game with Griselda, dude also out of Buffalo, New York, makes some crazy beats. One of my favorite beats he ever made, Benny the Butcher, Deal or No Deal. Go listen to that if y'all ain't heard it before. That beat is crazy. But Conway said, how about we get Benny, or I'm sorry, no, not how about, he said if we're going to do this battle, Derringer's got to do it. I like that too, that he's like, people know who Derringer is. He's making money in the game and all that, but I just like the way Conway is really trying to put his man on with more opportunities. I think that's dope. And Conway said, so I'll have the home field advantage. But shit, if Jimmy's so nice, he's supposed to be smoking any MC on the list. That really shouldn't matter. And listen, I don't like, Jim Jones got some bangers. I've really liked his more, I've always liked Jimmy, but I've really liked his more recent work, his last couple albums. But I don't think he's fucking with Conway. Y'all let me know what you guys think. But that's going to lead us into this last topic, man. It's Master P lobbying, to coach the the Pelicans, his home team. Master P's achieved so much. He wants to coach. Hit the comments. Listen to what he's got to say and then tap in. Could you see him getting the job? I wonder if he's talked to someone or whatever. I mean, we know P has a basketball background. He played pro ball. But to just hop in the NBA and coach, I don't know, but it definitely would be dope to see. I'd love to see it, and it's his hometown and everything. But I'm just wondering, if he's actually talked to someone or he's just like, hey, I'm going to put it out there. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure to sub to the channel. Tap in on all these topics. I'll catch you guys on the next one. New viewers, this has been Jay Coffee Talk. Music, news, sports, and more. And here's Master P, y'all.
It won't change, but why are we afraid of change? I said I wanted to be the Pelicans coach, and some people agree, some people disagree. That's your opinion. I've always wanted to coach. I played in the NBA. I got a lot of basketball history. Basketball changed my life, saved my life. I do have a strategy, and I know TNT to ESPN to Fox Sports analysts probably gonna say, well, Pete, you're taking away from African American coaches that have been in line a long time. I'm not. We hired Van Gundy last year. It didn't work. We didn't win. Steve Nash didn't have that much experience, but he did a great job with the Nets. And I know what I can do for my city. It's not about X and O's. We don't need another X and O coach. I understand the business. I'm a student of the game. I don't know everything. That's why I would have somebody that's been in the NBA a long time, that's well respected as a coach, to support me, to sit on the sideline with me through this journey. I just hired a coaching sports agent. So I'm prepared. But with life, you got to keep learning. Like I said, I'm a student of the game, but the most important thing that I can bring to the city of New Orleans is that winning attitude, that winning atmosphere. My strengths are, I understand how to manage people from the lowest level to the highest level. And we need somebody that can manage successful African American athletes that want to win. We need that team spirit in the locker room. We need to spread that out through the city of New Orleans. And just because I come from hip-hop, don't stereotype me. Nobody's perfect. We had coaches that we took a chance on way before me, and we didn't win. This is a time for change. I'm the guy for the job, and just because I come from hip-hop, don't think that we won't be successful. We had experienced the first African-American president. We experienced a president that come from real estate and entertainment. We watched Tim Tebow leave the NFL as a quarterback and get an opportunity to come back as a tight end. And I think it's time for hip-hop to grow. We are growing as people. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I know what the city needs, and I'm the guy who talk about coaching the Pelicans, and I have a real strategy. I haven't even interviewed for a job, so let me put my name in the hat and get opportunity like everybody else, and may the best man win.